We are going live to Caracas, Venezuela once more, where the Electoral Chamber of the Supreme Court of Justice is holding the second day of hearings with the former electoral candidates of the July 28th elections as part of the investigations into the electoral process that follow the July 28th election day. Let's recall that this is the second consecutive day that the Supreme Court of Justice of Venezuela is holding hearings with former electoral candidates. At this moment, the former candidate that is taking the audience and the hearing is Ramon Odreman before the Supreme Court of Justice in Venezuela. At this moment, the President of the Supreme Court of Justice is entering the courtroom before the former candidate and representatives that are taking the hearing at this moment. Let's recall that earlier today, the Supreme Court President Carislia Rodriguez received also the representatives of the Popular Will Party, who was required to appear before the judges on Thursday morning. Also, during his statements to the press and also to the courtroom, the former candidate Jose Noriega said, "We bring all the information that Arepa Digital, Popular Will, and I have gathered. We are here to strengthen transparency, to give the country confidence in these presidential elections, and also to ensure that Venezuelans address the issues we are facing at this moment." Let's recall that last week, the Supreme Court officially summoned the 10 presidential candidates of the representatives of political parties to present all the electoral materials they have in their possession, a process that started on Wednesday. It is estimated that these hearings before the Electoral Chamber could last up to 15 days and may be extended if the Supreme Court authorities deem it necessary. Let's recall in this context, one of the biggest issues that happens ever since the hearings started in the country this Wednesday is that far-right-wing former candidate Edmundo González, who was former candidate of the Democratic Unity Platform, PUD, did not appear at the hearing in the Supreme Court of Justice Electoral Chamber, where he was expected to present the voting records from the presidential elections held on July 28th, thus disobeying an explicit mandate from the Supreme Court. And also, according to the President of the Supreme Court of Justice, the failure to appear before the Electoral Chamber will have the consequences provided for in Venezuela's current legal system. Also, at this very moment, we can see images of community leaders and social leaders that are marching through the main avenues of the city of Caracas in support of President Nicolás Maduro and also in support of peace in Venezuela and tranquility, following several days of uncertainty due to the calls by the far-right wing of the country to perform violence and to commit banditry around and nationwide. And this was prevented by the people and also by the authorities. We were live to Caracas, Venezuela, where the Electoral Chamber of the Supreme Court of Justice is holding hearings with the former electoral candidates of the July 28th elections as part of the judicial investigations into the electoral process, an inquiry requested by re-elected President Nicolás Maduro. This is all for the moment. Stay tuned with From the South.